just to play the devil's advocate here, one can argue कि so at the end of the day जितने भी recruiters हैं, जितनी भी companies हैं, वो अपनी cost कम करना चाह रहे होते हैं in trying to find the right person in a way. And so जब मैं पाकिस्तान, I think the difference between Pakistan and let's say globally, क्योंकि ये conversation बड़े अरसे से हो रही है कि degrees redundant हो जाएंगी. अभी in the age of AI, this conversation has actually sort of gotten much more. तो मैं उसके बारे में सोच रहा था कि क्या पाकिस्तान में ये एप्लीकेबल है कि नहीं, क्या कंपनीज जो हैं वो छोड़ देंगी. मसला उसमें ये आता है कि जिसना यूर अ वेरी यूनिक केस इन द सेंस दैट योर नेट एक्सपोजर वैल्यू is probably much higher than a kid graduating university from a pretty good school जो कि पूरी ज़िंदगी पाकिस्तान में रहा और फिर eventually वो किसी यूनिवर्सिटी करने let's say UK चला गया. And so you doing that work or your capability of doing that work would probably be much higher. Again, simply because of the fact that you growing up had a lot of exposure, but that decision that you made at a certain point where you were like, I will take responsibility of my own life and I will make sure that मुझे 4 घंटे बस में ख्वार होना पड़े, मैं करूँगी. And that the sort of grit that's required to be that person is like 1 in a million, to be very honest. पाकिस्तान में ऑन दी अदर हैंड जब आप आते हैं, मेरा अगला सवाल एक्चुअली यही होना था कि आपने अपने केस में नाउ एज अ फाउंडर वो क्या हो रहा है. HR वाले का रैशनल मैं समझ सकता हूँ कि वो जब जॉब डालता है ना और वो कहता है नो डिग्री एनीवन अप्लाई, तो वो 15,000 बंदा आता है, वो लैया से एक जो है ना वो बैंक मैनेजर भी अप्लाई कर रहे हैं ना, मार्केटिंग, लाइक इट्स क्रेजी. And so then people in Pakistan tend to, because the supply and demand is so out, they try to reduce that cost of going through all of that by creating some sort of a benchmark. कि यार X amount of डिग्री होल्डर्स तो पहले कहते हैं यार डिग्री होनी चाहिए, फिर वो कहते हैं कि अच्छा नहीं इन यूनिवर्सिटीज से होनी चाहिए, फिर वो और 10 चीज़ें लगा देते हैं. Probably not because of a capability issue, but probably just because supply side इतनी ज़्यादा है. And generally people in Pakistan, well, like I said, the 1 in a million case is still a 1 in a million, right? So the probability wise was how would you respond to that in the context of Pakistan right now?
I disagree. In fact, my entire founding team has no degrees. That's 3 of us. Okay. And again, big believer in education. I have a sister who is at Berkeley applying to Howard right now, and I would kick her butt if she, couldn't get herself into a school like that. But I think there are people out there who have not had certain opportunities. But especially when they don't have it, I think they're on a mission to prove it. And they will work thrice as harder because they know they don't have the skill set that you might have, right? And they are on a mission to outwork you. They're on a mission to be that outlier, that 1 in a million. And so 220 million population, there's enough mahas running around, right? Even on that math. I just want to be open to hiring them, right? And so for me, I think those people are there. And I think those people can turn out to be great leaders, right? And tomorrow
that makes sense.
They can go back and get that degree also.
I think just the reason why I sort of mentioned that contrarian thought was because I also don't want कि कोई बच्चा मुझे देख रहा है, वो कह रहा है कि what डिग्री तो फारग थी, मैं तो जो ना अपने घर पे बैठ के डिग्री छोड़ के reels देख के I can be a leader. You don't have to do a degree, but then you need to compensate with something else. Like you need to be going out there and working.
You need to learn. You need to learn everything people learned in college without having the fun that they got to have in college.
Yeah, probably a lot more because people are out there judging you for not having a degree. So you need to then compensate for that as well in doing that. And so you've already mentioned, degree, if possible, yes. If not, then there are ways to manage that. So Kareem, so you go from, and Kareem, you left before the acquisition.
Yes.
Did you get any stock options there?
Yes, I did.
Okay, great. Good to hear that.
I bought a one-way ticket to Europe at some point. Yeah, I enjoyed my stock options.
Nice. What was happening at Cheetah after you left Kareem?
So when I left Kareem, I could not get a job for a few months because everyone said कि जी आपको करीम ये पैसे दे रहा था, हम आपको 4 गुना पैसे दे देंगे, मगर आप आके बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट कर लें. I'm like, मैं फ्री में काम कर लूंगी मगर मैं नहीं करूंगी अब, right? And so this is the 6 months of fight. And eventually, the founder of Cheetah called me up and he says, I know this is your fight with everyone else. So fine, I'll give you all the work that you want. You also do the work that I want. And I said, okay, fair deal. And so we agreed that I would solve business development. And in addition, I would also be looking after operations and P&L and so on and so forth. And so we got that little bit of a mix. And so I went to Cheetah. I set up their business in Islamabad and Karachi. They used to operate just in Lahore at that time. And very quickly, we made Karachi bigger than Lahore. It was a matter of a few weeks. And I think that's when I learned, oh, wait, I can do other things, actually. But mobility remained my passion. And then I very sneakily have gotten back into mobility and gotten to what I'm doing today.
Right.
Swivel.
And that was, yeah.
When I went to Swivel, Swivel again wouldn't give me a P&L role because wohi Kareem ke log the, so same assumptions. Snuck in with sort of a consultancy agreement, fought really hard, eventually got Islamabad, though I'd applied for Karachi, wasn't given to me. Islamabad, 3 people rejected the job. They needed somebody in 36 hours, and they eventually said, you know what, take it. And I took the flight, and I was there. And Islamabad became twice the size of Karachi in the next couple of months. Islamabad became the highest booking market globally in that tiny city of yours. And they said, okay, shoot, take Karachi now, go fix that. Did that for a few weeks, took on Pakistan, and had my dream job. And there's nothing else in the world that I would have wanted to do. And then life happened.
मुझे एक बात बताएं. You weren't from, I mean, you were from Karachi in a way, but you'd been around. You didn't, as you said, you weren't able to, growing up, you weren't able to make lifelong friends. I'm sure now you have a ton of that network because of the last 7-8 years. For a lot of people who would be listening in, again, younger people who are trying to create a vision for their life. पहला तो ये कि I don't think so. There's enough. There's one thing that you can do. You can be the smartest person in the room, and I've seen a lot of smartest people in the room not being able to have great careers because they end up being too smart in their head and piss off everyone around them. Success के अंदर बहुत सारे different variables होते हैं. उसमें networking भी important होती है. उसमें having the right conversations, being at the right place at the right time. Luck, in my opinion, tends to play a role. For example, आपका just start of your career, based on your own story, in a way is a lucky thing, right? You were at the right place where the right person said that I have a role that I think you'd be great at. And if you weren't in that place, you probably wouldn't have been able to come across that. And उसके बाद जब हम देखते हैं तो there's like the CV is very interesting. Jump from this to this to this to this. But for someone who's not very well integrated into the sort of ecosystem and the environment, how did you, manage to, or how did you make that network? How did you make that sort of infrastructure that is primed for success? For वो तो एक बात है ना कि opportunity मिलेगी तो उसमें आप prove करेंगी तो वो आगे जाएगा, but उससे पहले बहुत सारी और चीज़ें होती हैं. What do you think worked in your favor?
So, one, I don't believe in luck. I believe that luck favors the brave, or, God answers prayers of those who pray for it. Opportunity, अगर आपकी लैप में भी गिर गई है तो आप उधर खड़े हुए उसके इंतजार में तो वो गिर रही है. Otherwise, it drops on the floor, right? And so I don't believe I feel like you need to be there waiting for that luck. You need to have worked on your luck and then hope to God it shows
No, that's
up.
what I'm saying. Absolutely. It's a bit of both, right? So you have to work on your luck and then it has to sort of happen as well somewhere.
I'm a terrible networker. I'm a woman and I may drop out. And so I had to just shut my ears every time anybody had an opinion on me. I don't believe there's anything that a human being cannot do. I never thought I was the smartest person in the room. I always thought I was the dumbest person in the room. But I always thought I could outwork any of these guys, right? And so it won't matter. वो दिन में 8 घंटे काम करेंगे, मैं 24 करूँगी, right? And so for me, it was just about just outworking people, shutting off the noise, and refusing. And that's why you see these career breaks, refusing to accept a box that other people will put me in, right? If a company thinks I can only do sales, there's a point at which I am the best person at sales in the country. The entire country, baki startups are trying to, I'm not learning anything. And so I need to be able to learn that other thing. And so I think I just kept chasing that learning. When I went to Swivel, I was rejected for the job. I took a flight to Lahore, pretended like I was already in Lahore because the GM Pakistan was there. And after getting there, said, "Oh, I'm already here. Like, can we grab coffee?" And there was a thunderstorm, no jokes. And I don't even know why that man showed up, but he did. And I think he saw the desperation. And I already knew every claim that, is probably being made and everything he's thinking. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure you think I can't do P&L management. Test me. Have me do as many live tests as you want, right? And so they put a team together eventually to do all of these tests with me that I knocked out of the park. They still didn't give me the job. मतलब I had like no self-respect. कराची के लिए apply किया है, reject कर दिया है. इस्लामाबाद में 3 लोगों ने मना कर दिया है. उसके बाद वो desperation में कह रहे हैं अच्छा ठीक है ले लो. The first day at work, one of the global heads who I was introduced to, he's like, okay, that's great that there's a GM for Islamabad, but we're shutting that city down. I didn't let that city get shut down. I made that the biggest goddamn success story that there could be. I got a new boss in who came in and said, marketing mein chali jao. And I said, no. And I fought. And the numbers became so ridiculous that he could not afford to let me go from that role. The first time I walked into Careem, HR had already rejected me. I didn't leave. I went and fought my battle. I've never left. When I went to Food Panda, I was hired for marketing. I wanted a job in sales. I took the role in marketing. I flew across on my own money, locked restaurants, came back, made my own business card. I have refused to be boxed. I have refused to be, put into something. And that also makes me a terrible networker. It makes me somebody who pisses people off. It makes me someone who's not very likable, but I was true to my convictions, and I think that's what pays off for me ultimately.
आप देख रहे थे TBD clips from the podcast made for the smartest Pakistanis, the Thought Behind Things podcast. इस तरह के मजीद clips देखने के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर लीजिएगा, and I will see you in the next video.